Hey everybody, this is Ep.15. Welcome back to Let's Play Creaks. This is part 15, and today is December 28th. And I hope you all have been having a great holiday. I have, and yeah, it's been a kind of nice, restful holiday with my family. And yeah, now we're gonna do some goat puzzles. I love how pastoral this part of the game is, with all this grass and cliffs and rocks and clouds in the background. It's sort of more like a gray sky, which is kind of like what we're gonna have weather-wise in New York for the week. It's gonna be like even though it's like the last week of December, it's gonna be sort of mild weather because of all like the rain and the clouds in the air. Because it's like, if it's dry, then it's like actually cold, but like if it's wet, then it starts getting warmer, I guess, is the way New York works. So we have 3 goats, and there are like different switches, and that's the switch we want in order to leave. See, the thing is, like, I know the solution to this puzzle now, so it's kind of obvious to me, but like, you have to do something. There are 3 goats and 3 switches, but you have to get the switches in sort of a particular order, which can be kind of tricky to figure out at first. And there's no real way to get around those first couple of goats safely, because you're already so close to them. However, you can get this first goat up here by lowering the bridge. So, I was a little too close for comfort. Get that first goat to go up here. I love all this sort of like escalating sounds in the soundtrack. It's interesting because it almost makes it feel more tense, that there's all this like weird, like, it's like somebody's like playing the inside of a piano or like some weird string instrument, or like, it's like I said, it's one of my favorite game soundtracks recently. Yeah, I've been playing this game a lot. And I was playing Ukulele and the Impossible Lair a lot, but I kind of stopped. That's a great game with a really good soundtrack. But I did get kind of tired with it. I thought it wasn't as good as I thought it was initially. I sort of got a little tired of it. But I've been playing the heck out of Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. I've probably mentioned that already, but I'm finally making some progress on it again after taking a bit of a break from it. And if you hear a dog in the background, that's Collie. I'm taking care of Collie for 2 weeks. So yeah. God, I love this music so much. These goats are such interesting enemies because you have to maneuver them around in very specific ways. Instead of like, you know, the dogs, which is like the whole thing is just like, oh, get them to chase after you. It's like with these, you kind of have to like chase them a little bit so that they run away, but like you want them to run away to very specific places. It's like, I don't know. They're kind of just introverts. They want their freedom to roam. Yeah, we can't actually. I think I was trying to do that to get that goat out of the way in like the 1 second that it takes for the 1 second that the door is open before it closes again. It's like, no, you can't do that. Don't be silly. What are you doing, Collie? Collie's knocking over his bone. I've never taken care of a dog before, so this is going to be a new experience for me. you know, I am a cat owner naturally at home. Not naturally because of my temperament or something. I just am a cat owner. And they always say like, oh, cats are low maintenance. Because like, you don't need to pet them as often or play with them as often. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very interesting how people like see their own personality in some animals and not others. And by that, I don't know exactly how interesting it really is. So there we go. That's this puzzle. It's pretty cool. That's also one of my favorite songs in the game. We got another story beat. How many birds does it take to screw in a light bulb? Oh, we got the flower. Oh no, no, don't destroy the flower. Don't do it. What are you doing? You can't do that. I'll get you, Newman. Rawr. Don't be a bad kitty. I'll give you a thing. I don't know what that thing was, but it doesn't seem to care very much about it. Whatever it is. So you're gonna have to figure out some other way to keep that monster from destroying the... Oh. Gotta go back for the ladder. Just like Indiana Jones going back to grab his hat. Oh boy. What an eventful occurrence. I don't know. Like, we're getting to have like a cutscene like every 2 puzzles. It's a bit exhausting. This puzzle is not too difficult. We have sort of a mix of things. We have this light that only activates when the dog is running on the treadmill. Or the hamster wheel, whatever you want to call it. Animal cruelty right there. Keeping a dog imprisoned on a stupid like hamster wheel thing. Oh, I'm so tired. I have like no energy these days. I only like feel good about my life when I like drink coffee and it like perks up my spirits and makes me dream about all the ways in which I can take over the world. But like I feel so tired and depressed the rest of the time. So oh well. I like how it only shows like the potions and stuff in those flasks when the light is on. It's like all these things that in the house that only come to life when the light is on. But also like all these evil things that only activate when the light is off. Oh, darn it, we want you to stay over there. Little goat noises are so cute. Oh, don't jump on top of him. That wouldn't be smart. How are you doing, Collie? Good dog, good dog. So... Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. There you go. I love when the solution is that simple. Because that way, yeah, it keeps the goat from moving. The thing that keeps the goat from moving is something that the goat is triggering. I don't know, never mind. I love this right here. So such a crazy guy, just a mad scientist. All he wants to do is listen to water. Maybe he can hear the fish speak, or maybe the water's gonna tell him something in an ancient language. But who knows? Just looks cool though. He's got all those crazy ear trumpets. And here's Mr. Warrior Bird. Oh, go away, you stupid goat. And then the goat's gonna knock over the codex that we've been trying to get to for like a third of the game. Just about a third of the game. And it's gonna fly and hit him on the head. Hooray! Happy music! We did it, we got the codex. I salute you. That moment of like timid indecision that the guy does before he decides to salute the guy back is one of the cutest things in the whole game. I just love it. This game has so much character. Amanita never fails to make games with character. Yeah, I'd like to do another Amanita game on this channel eventually, but I don't know when that's gonna be, because like, I don't know, I have a lot of random games that I want to do on this channel. Okay. I'm just curious as to what that opens up, and that actually drops a ladder down, and because of that ladder, I can check this thing out. There's a guy standing in a pond with some sort of tool. I'm not sure what tool that is. I love that little musical theme. And I love how all these paintings are definitely based on like real 18th century paintings. As far as I know, I mean, I kind of like accidentally discovered that one of them was definitely, I saw a painting in a pretty random context and I was like, oh my god, that looks like one of the things used in Creaks. But yeah, I was saying I'm a big fan of Amanita in general. I'm a big fan of like Samorost 3, but I haven't played it in a while. So I don't honestly know if I'm gonna do an LP of that soon. And like, a lot of the games that I've been playing are like RPGs and adventure games, like point and click adventures. So I might do a few of those. I was also wondering about like doing Machinarium, because Machinarium is a game that I wanted to play, but like I played the first 30 minutes and like never got past that. So it kind of makes me feel like I should revisit it at some point and give it some love and affection and attention, but I don't know. And then there's also just like other indie games that I discovered but I never beat, but that were so good that I definitely don't want to pass up on the chance to like share it in the context of my channel. So that's like Time Spinner and Owlboy. Time Spinner I almost finished. Owlboy I don't even know how long that game is. So I got up to a certain point. I got like 3 or 4 hours in, and then I was like, I don't know what's past this point. Yeah. And then there's like that whole Year of Weird thing that I was going to do, where I'm doing all these sort of like weird like RPG Maker indie games with like surrealist tones. So like games like Yume Nikki, but not Yume Nikki, because I like Yume Nikki, but I don't love it. Even though I know that's such an influential game for so many people. Like I never fell in, I mean, I don't know. It's a good game, but like, But yeah, I was gonna do stuff like Hylix. A lot of the games that people know from watching Nitro Rad, basically. So, the solution to this puzzle should be obvious, and I got really close. Embarrassingly close before I had to look it up on the walkthrough. That's a gnarly baseline. Basically, you want both of the goats to go to this central platform here. And I'm trying to figure out some way to get them both on the switches at the same time. But the only thing that's going to work is because each switch turns on a light. So the only thing that's going to work is getting them both on a switch, different switches at the exact same time. So how do you do that? Well, it should be obvious. It should be obvious, but it's the kind of thing that was only obvious to me afterwards. But I like that. I like that about puzzle design, that like it can be a really simple, elegant puzzle solution, but not be obvious in the moment. But the consequence is that you have to watch me dicking around on this one puzzle for 5 hours, so just enjoy this music. Just enjoy this music for a moment. Don't do that, idiot. This must be like the gem room where they like process rock crystals. They do like crystal healing, I don't know. I never understood crystal healing. Like, I don't know, just like look at this crystal and it'll heal you. Like, I don't know, man. Like maybe crystals are just pretty, but they don't do anything. But that's not for me to say. I'm not the expert on crystallology. Hey Kali, you like my shoelaces? You gonna play with my shoelaces? That's cool. I like that. Oh, you're biting my shoe. Yeah, you must be really bored. I'm not really a dog person, so like I don't want you to be bored, but like it's not my fault if you are. Because I'm a boring person. I'm not a boring person, I'm just not a active person. I don't know. Whatever. It's not that important. Yeah, Kali, I know. Well, here, come watch this video game. Come watch these goats turn into chairs. Is that something that would be interesting to a puppy of your age? Aw, no. Well, I'll find a better game. I'll find the Scooby-Doo and the Night of 1,000 Frights. That'll be great. Because then you have dog representation. You have a dog your own age, or maybe older, but you have Scooby-Doo, who's a great dog protagonist, and a great way to have dog representation, you know, because you want to see heroes that look like you. And it's good for you to want to see heroes that look like you. And, you know, the media should have more strong dog characters, you know, and not like Lassie or something, somebody who dies and, you know, everybody cries because the dog dies. But, you know, like Scooby-Doo, like, you know, he gets stuff done. He kicks ass, you know. Oh my God, have you guys seen that Trump video where he's like, "There's a problem with Scooby-Doo is he doesn't do anything." It's not Trump, but it's that actor who just joined the SNL cast, who's a really good just impersonator and just an actor in general. James Anthony Johnson, I don't know, I'm just making something up because like I know it was like it's something with 3 names. Anyway, what I usually do is I put like a little annotation. I'm like, oh guys, I know what it is now. Ooh, I'm craving some coffee even though it's 7 p.m. because I'm insane. And I would probably drink caffeine at 7 p.m. if, you know, my parents weren't there to tell me, which they aren't. For the first time since my freshman year in the dorms, I have some independence from my parents. So here we have a kind of tricky minigame where we have to get this fish to swim through hoops because this scientist guy wants us to. We did it. Oh, no, we didn't do it. It's interesting music because it's like such sad, like indie pop music almost. Not even indie pop, like new wave, ambient instrumental. Yeah, very ambient because Collie's chewing some toy in the background. Ugh. At least it's not like something loud outside. I mean, like a dog is loud, but like people don't mind dogs. Oh, that counted? What? Okay. Okay. Not sure how I would do this without gathering a lot of momentum, but that's what I'm gonna try to do. Yeah. You need a lot of momentum. Because it's like you have to keep your momentum while you go out of the water. And that's of course obvious. If you're like a smart person who understands how water works. Water works. Waterworld. Soundtrack by Dean Evans. Oh! Oh, that was a perfect bounce. Dang. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Creaks. And I hope you will tune in for the next episode to see more puzzles and more adventure shenanigans. Goodbye.